Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So the market is going up a ton. Some people are nervous. Will this last? Is this just a fake out rally? Or is this sustainable, right? I want to share with you a couple news stories before I get into the charts and take a look at all that kind of stuff. The first right here, essentially China is saying that it's open to resuming trade talks with the United States, which is great. So if you noticed, Trump coin went up a ton today, 50%. Why? Because Trump announced that the top 220 Trump coin holders are going to be able to get a private dinner with him. So at least there's utility with Trump coin, I guess. Here, Coinbase said that institutional investors, or technically sovereign wealth funds, were the ones that are heavily buying in April. So we're coming out of this point where it's just retail investors. It's just mom and pops, your neighbor, the people working at coffee shops. Now it is big players. It's the big players that are buying, and it's the big money that is moving the markets here. And that's exactly what he says. He is the head of strategy over at Coinbase Institutional. And this is a huge story. This is from Jack Mallers. He is now starting a new company called 21 Capital. And it's going to be kind of like a MicroStrategy where they want to increase people's exposure to Bitcoin. So they're not going to look at it from how much is each share of this stock, this public company stock, worth in US dollars, but actually how much Bitcoin does each share represent? And his goal is to increase that amount. He says if you have 0.05 Bitcoin per share, he wants to grow that to 0.06 or 0.07. Quote, he said, "We want our shareholders to get wealthier in Bitcoin terms." I think this is pretty revolutionary. No one's really talked about this, not even Michael Saylor necessarily. He's not really talking about this directly on mainstream media. And Jack Mallers already has Strike. He's already a Bitcoin entrepreneur, has a company that's doing very well. And he is getting publicity now, talking about his new company, talking about framing things in a Bitcoin denominated world, which is revolutionary and pretty darn interesting. And when this was announced, the current ticker, Cantor Equity Partners, went up a ton. So right now it's up 55% today since this announcement came up. Now, am I going to buy something that went up 55% in a day? No, I'm going to pass on this one. I think this is already up quite a bit. I definitely should have bought it when it was up 41% when I posted it on my X. But nonetheless, here we are. Companies that will be buying and increasing shareholders' Bitcoin will go up in value. And I think a lot of other companies will be jumping on this, including the Magnificent Seven, all the tech stocks. They're all going to be jumping on this as well. And he compares this to Strategy, the difference between his company 21 versus Strategy. This will be a whole separate video down the road. But long story short, competition is good. Very exciting this is happening. So let's take a look at the crypto prices really quick. And I want to share with you kind of what I'm looking at here. So the entire market is up. The market's up 1.1%, Bitcoin up 2.8%, and Ethereum up 5.8%, Trump up 52% because of what I shared, SUI up 22%, and other coins in the top 100 up a lot as well. And taking a look at the price of Bitcoin, we can see that we have broken out of a descending channel that we've been in for a while. And this breakout is pretty significant. Over the last couple of days, we have really broken out of this channel. Now, is it completely safe to ape in 100% in altcoins? Well, I wouldn't. But the other counterpoint to that is that when you feel 100% ready to do something, it probably means it's too late and you actually want to do things when it's scary, right? So it's never the perfect time to make a trade. You have to trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust the charts, trust where you believe the macro is going, right? And then you make your trades. When everyone is talking about it, like what was happening back in December, when Bitcoin and everything was hitting all-time highs, that was not the time to be getting in. When XRP right here back mid-January was $3.34, when everyone was saying get into XRP, that was not the time to get into XRP. So I'll be keeping you guys posted on this breakout if it sustains and other things I'm looking at as well. But a lot of coins, a lot of altcoins today have done really, really well, including Sui over here. Now, I drew this channel, this buy channel a while ago, and I was saying anything in this buy channel is pretty good, and we significantly broke out of this channel for Sui for the last few days. So that's pretty cool. Also, these charts are over on BTCC. If you are a professional trader, you can get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. So check that out if you would like to do so. Link below for that. I'm taking a look at a couple other charts. Gold is actually down the last 2 days because people are getting less scared about the global macroeconomy. People are less fearful. There is less fear about tariffs. China is saying, hey, this is not sustainable. We want to talk to you guys. We want to reach some negotiation because this is not good for either China or the US. So a lot of this extreme fear has quelled, and therefore people are investing into altcoins. People are pulling their money out of gold, right? Because they're not as scared. They are investing into tech stocks again, right? Tesla's up a lot today. The NASDAQ is up 2.5%, 2.5% up today, which is huge. Bitcoin dominance is down today because, again, the market is not as scared today. So when it comes to investing, I think you can honestly DCA into Bitcoin over the next 5 to 10 years and you'll do incredibly well. But when it comes to investing into altcoins, you have to be ahead of the masses. Because again, once everybody is telling you it's time and it's safe to get into altcoins, it's usually time to not and to start to sell, like a lot of us experienced back in December and January. So I'll end the video there. A lot of really bullish news, including what's going on with Jack Mallers. Super excited to see what happens with that company. He is, again, acquiring, or his company is starting out with over 42,000 Bitcoin, $4 billion, which is incredible. It's backed by Tether, SoftBank, and Cantor Fitzgerald, which is huge, right? It's going to be an amazing company, guys. So I'll end the video there. If you don't have a hardware wallet, I'm holding up two from Ledger, the Ledger Nano X and then the Ledger Flex. Both of these are awesome. I made a video on my YouTube, I think a day or two ago, just kind of going over them. If you don't have a hardware wallet, I'll include links to those below. I highly recommend you get a hardware wallet. So that is it for the video. I'm going to head outside. It looks like a nice day out today where I am in Arizona, and I hope you are well too. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.